The Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 says the nation is winning the war against the coronavirus pandemic. The Secretary to the State Government of the Federation and Chairman, Presidential Task Force on COVID-19, Boss Mustafa, said this in Abuja at the joint national briefing of the task force. Mustafa, however, said that the PTF had adopted an approach of cautious optimism and shall encourage Nigerians to do the same in view of the observed level of risk perception, skepticism, and general non-compliance with the non-pharmaceutical interventions.
The Presidential Task Force continues to monitor developments in country and around the world so as to improve on its activities and its decisions. A review of our situation in Nigeria within the last 1 week shows that scores of COVID-19 patients were discharged after recovering from the disease, leaving Nigeria with less than 4,000 active cases. Last week was week 34 of our national response and week 42 of the year. Indications are that Nigeria appears to be winning the war against COVID-19. The Presidential Task Force has, however, adopted an approach of cautious optimism and shall encourage Nigerians to do the same in view of the observed level of risk perception, skepticism, and general non-compliance with the non-pharmaceutical initiatives. This statistical review becomes very relevant when we remember that over the same period, quite a number of large gathering events, particularly the protests across the country, have been taking place. It becomes more pertinent because of the fact that measures such as mask wearing, social distancing, and use of sanitizers were never observed. While we continue to monitor the process, the need for constant reminders and engagement with communities, proprietors, parents, teachers, etc. cannot be overemphasized. Civil servants on all grade levels have been allowed to return to work for the first time today since March. This also calls for caution, vigilance, and effective preparation and leadership by the permanent secretaries and the CEOs of agencies of government. It will not be out of place for the Presidential Task Force to, in consideration of foregoing, remind all Nigerians that we're in the middle of a global pandemic. The virus remains very virulent, deadly, and dangerous. It is an unseen enemy which thrives when people lower their guard. The Presidential Task Force has, on account of these developments, accelerated its plans for the National Testing Week and shall continue to monitor developments in all areas of the economy that have reopened and where new mass gathering events are taking place over the next 3 weeks for signs of spike in the numbers. We urge everyone who has been exposed unduly to large gathering to get tested and or report any signs of the symptoms of COVID-19.